Hi everybody, it's Friday again, so I'm going to try to knock out a quick video. These are all from one particular place, a local store, Second and Charles. It's actually part of a chain, it's part of the Books A Million chain, but they sell new and used stuff. And lately they've been putting quite a bit of stuff out in their free bin. I put a video up just a little bit ago with about 100 records I grabbed out of their free bin, and they put some more stuff out today. And also I've been going in and digging through their dollar bin and pulling out some interesting stuff. So I'm going to try to start out with the boring stuff and kind of move to the more interesting stuff. First of all, I grabbed just a stack of about 5 CDs out of the free bin. Nothing too exciting, some UB40, some other people I'd never heard of, but if nothing else I'll use the jewel cases here for other CDs I have that are in pretty rough shape. Kind of swap them out and upgrade the jewel case. And then from the free bin, some interesting stuff. This cover art kind of scares me, but it's Herbie Mann. This one's called Surprises, featuring Cissy Houston. So we'll see if it's any good or if it's disco fantastic. I don't know, but it was free. A little more interesting from the free bin, some Pearl Bailey on the Coral label, with orchestra directed by Don Redman. I don't know a whole lot about Pearl Bailey's music. I've heard the name before, of course. Familiar with the Coral label, so I'll give that a shot. And this is pretty cool on the Lion label. This is Peter Gunn, music from the television show, composed by Henry Mancini. Here it's being played by the Aaron Bell Orchestra, featuring Aaron Bell on bass. I don't see who else is in the band, but I've got another record by him, and I want to say like Barney Kessel was in his band, the guitar player. A compilation here on Columbia. It's called I Like Jazz, and this predates the 6i Columbia records, so let's see what we got. I'll pull it out here. So that's that earlier label there. That's kind of interesting. Kind of earlier jazz than typically I see on Columbia. I see how like Wally Rose, Bessie Smith, Louis Armstrong, Eddie Condon, Bix Beiderbecke, Phil Napoleon, a lot of Dixieland type stuff here, Duke Ellington, Teddy Wilson and Billie Holiday, the original Benny Goodman Orchestra, Pete Rugolo, Turk Murphy, and Dave Brubeck. And see, this is produced by George Avakian. So that should be interesting. I think I saw it in the store before and it was like $4 and I didn't want to take a chance on it. And then let's see, from the dollar bin, some stuff that looked kind of interesting, so I picked it up. You've got the big sound of Billy Strange, his guitar and orchestra. So you've got kind of the the swinging spy sounds here. You got the Goldfinger theme. Theme for Pussy Galore, Peter Gunn, theme from the Munsters, Man with a Golden Arm. Pretty good guitar player, Billy Strange. This one's actually a sample, kind of like a white label promo. Actually it is, I guess I would call it a white label promo, on the GNP Crescendo, GNP for G. Norman Presents. They call it an audition copy, audition record here. And then it was stamped on this side. I guess it's stamped on both sides, sample. So that should be interesting. I gave it a quick listen online. It sounded pretty good. Some of this guitar stuff is a little too schmaltzy for me, but this one's kind of got a little bit of a sort of a rockabilly twang to it, so it sounded pretty interesting. This one I don't really know why I bought it, but it's just kind of cool. I've never seen this before. It's on the RCA Victor label. It's the National Football League's marching songs, and this is from 1960. So you get the marching songs of all 13 teams of the NFL. Alright. keep in mind this is 1960s, so there's only 13 teams in the NFL. And this is before they merged with the AFL. And then all the expansion teams came along, so you got the, let's see, Hi-Ho for Cleveland, touchdown, New York Giants marching song, the Eagles victory song, Pittsburgh Steelers fight song, the Cardinals are charging, hail to the Redskins, let's go you Colts, bear down Chicago Bears, go Dallas Cowboys, Gridiron Heroes, that's Detroit Lions marching songs, go you Packers, the Rams marching song, and football polka for the San Francisco 49ers. And this is officially sanctioned by the NFL. So I thought that was interesting. Give it a shot for $1, why not? And then picked up some albums as upgrade copies. Actually, this one I didn't have, so this one's new to me. But Face Value by Phil Collins. I kind of got jealous of everybody posting all their beautiful reissues of these albums. So I figured I'd track some down, pick them up. This one's in really nice, clean shape for $1. Genesis, and then there were 3. Not really my favorite Genesis album, but this one was really good shape. It's an upgrade from the copy I have now, so didn't want to pass that up for $1. And then some of the more interesting stuff. Kind of surprised to see this in the dollar bin. I don't know if you guys recognize this. It is the Power Station. So that's Robert Palmer on vocals, and let's say like Tony Thompson on drums. And I think Nile Rodgers is involved with this, or Bernard Edwards. I guess Bernard Edwards. And I think they're 1 or 2 guys from Duran Duran. I can't remember what the deal was, but nice picture disc. Marked down from $4, and marked down, I can't see what the original price was. I got it for $1. I kind of like the song, Some Like It Hot. It's a pretty good song. Actually, this one is, yeah, Some Like It Hot. Okay, it's originally $5. Then marked down to $4, then to $1, so. Got some different mixes of that one. This one's pretty cool. I don't know why I keep saying pretty cool, but it's Earl Bostic, called Bostic Showcase of Swinging Dance Hits. And it's got a little bit of something going on the front. I think it got pressed up against another record and kind of peeled some of the paper off the other record. I'm hoping if I get this a little bit wet, I can scrape that off. But this is on the King Records label. You can see some of their other releases. There's some Bill Doggett, I think. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's a saxophone player, I think tenor sax. Listened to it online just to get a sense of what I'd seen. That name Earl Bostic before, hadn't heard it, but I gotta give it a shot for $1. So, from what I read, it sounds like this is his best record on the King label. His other stuff was pretty restrained. So, looking forward to giving this a listen. Looks like someone had it in the store at one point for like $15, and then let me see what they had it in their store for. It's always kind of interesting seeing the history of the pricing. They had it for $2, but see, they had it in the store since for about 2.5 years, but I've never seen this in the store. At least I don't remember seeing it, because it's dated from January of 2014. I don't know if you can see that. And then they had the dollar bin, so I don't know. And here's another example of kind of what I'm getting at there. Found this in the dollar bin the other day. I was just kind of digging through and noticed there was a bottom layer to the dollar bin down by the floor. So I got my knees and kind of dug through there, and I kept seeing the same crap I've seen in that store for about 2 years. And then all of a sudden I come upon this. Some Shelly Manne and His Men, volume 5. More Swinging Sounds on the Contemporary label. Great label out of, I think, Los Angeles. You know, the East Coast had Blue Note and Prestige, and the West Coast had Contemporary. Yeah, so I already peeled the sticker off, but what the deal was, this has been in the store for over a year somewhere, and I've been through pretty much all the records in that store. I mean, every bin, every genre, front to back, and never seen this record before. And then all of a sudden, it just shows up in the dollar bin. And based on the original pricing sticker, it's been in the store for over a year, so I don't know where the hell it's been. But I think it's originally priced $4 and then marked down to $1. So. Hey, can't complain really. I mean, it kind of irritates me you can't find, you know, nothing new's been added to their jazz section except like some pricey reissues in probably a year. Nothing new, nothing, no used records coming in, nothing. And then this has been in the store somewhere, kind of floating around. Now, here's an even better example. All right, this just kind of blew me away. I saw this set of records in the store when they first opened, and it was priced $20, and I looked at it, and I wasn't really into older jazz stuff in the late 50s, early 60s at the time when the store opened, so I kind of passed on a lot of that stuff, and I wish I hadn't now in retrospect. But for 20 bucks I passed on it, and it disappeared, and I figured someone bought it, and that was probably a couple years ago. And I'm digging through the dollar bins, and sure enough, what do I find on the bottom rack but the Playboy Jazz All-Stars Volume 3. Nice box set here. It's a little bit beat up. I mean, every box set I've ever seen is a little bit beat up, but beautiful package on the back. Kind of zoom in. They got the names of all the different musicians on here. And what it is, it's the based on the polls of Playboy magazine. You know, who are their favorite jazz musicians. So it's a compilation of all the who's been rated the best players and stuff. But each record came in its own kind of heavy-duty cardboard slipcase or desk jacket. You got like all the different artists on this particular record down there. On the back you got some pictures and notes. That's record A, here's record B. And unfortunately record C, somehow its dust jacket disappeared over the years, so it's kind of stuck in a Blake sleeve, but everything's in just beautiful shape, except for that outer box. And that's one of the reasons I didn't buy it initially, is it was missing the dust jacket for this particular record, but you know, it's just not a big deal. And then finally there's a nice book inside here, the biographies and discographies of the different musicians. Really, really nicely done. Nice graphic design and layout. You got a little kind of half-page size thing of photos in between the pages. Just beautiful. Yeah, and all the discographies, all the recordings up to the date of the release of this. I don't know if you can see that too well, but I mean, all this for $1. But this thing had been hidden away somewhere in the store for about 2 damn years. And at one point they had a really big sale, and I bought a bunch of records there when they had the big sale, and so I figured, you know, cleared out a bunch of records and they'd bring in a bunch of new stuff in. I came back a few days later, and I didn't notice anything new, and I asked the guy at work there, I said, hey, you know, I know you had the big sale, or do you have stuff in the back you're going to restock with? And he said, nah, seriously, we've only got about 12 records on a little cart back there. He said, that's it. That's all we got. And sure enough, I haven't really seen, I've seen a few things trickle in here and there, but no big restocking since that sale. And they're actually, looks like trying to clear out a lot of their used vinyl. So somehow, these two records, the record and this box set here, have just been hidden away in the store somewhere. So kind of irritating, but it's kind of nice too to pick these things up for $1. You know, instead of 20 bucks, I'm paying $1 for it now. So that's kind of cool, but it makes me wonder what else is hidden around there, or what else I'm missing out on. And then finally, just make a note. I noticed I watched one of Wes here in town, Super Wes on YouTube. He put up a video where he kind of talked about how you know, when you're out and about in the thrift stores, keep an eye out for stuff that you can pick up and resell and kind of finance what you collect. You know, you had some some videotapes or something. You know, but there's different stuff. And I've kind of been doing that. Kind of been stocking up on some things that I buy them not necessarily because I want them so much, but I have a feeling I can resell them. And so here's an example from the dollar bin today. A record. It's Mike Bloomfield. This is live at Bill Graham's Fillmore West on the Columbia Records label. So you think kind of like Fillmore West, the whole scene out there. Kind of collectible stuff. It's Columbia, major label, nice 2i stereo, really nice shape and clean. So I kind of looked it up online. It goes for about 10 to 15 bucks online. Paid $1 for it. So maybe I'll try to stick it up online. Although I listened to it and I kind of enjoyed it, so I might actually keep it. But it's just kind of those things where, if something catches your eye, it's not something you see all the time. Just do a quick search on Discogs or PopPsych and check the completed auction prices, or get a general idea of what people are trying to charge online. Another one I picked up at a thrift store for $1. This CD, David Bowie, 1966. This one, it's been released in various formats on CD and vinyl and stuff, but this particular one, released by DCC and remastered by Steve Hoffman. I think this goes online. I've seen it listed on Discogs for like 10 to 15 bucks or something, so I might keep it, I might sell it, I don't know. This I picked up just to resell because I don't have a reel-to-reel machine. I've showed this before. It's the Who's Tommy. It looks like it goes for about maybe 30 bucks online, so that's another one I might try to sell. But here's a really good example. This was in the free bin at 2nd and Charles, and it's obviously a newer issue on vinyl, still sealed, and looks like someone's trying to sell it at some point for 8 bucks. And I didn't really know anything about it, but I figured I'd bring it home and give it a shot. Looked it up online, and apparently I can't remember the name of the label, but it says the Stereo 300. I think it came out in a punk label. The label actually I think was based here in town, here in Gainesville, Florida, and then relocated to Tampa, but it's I don't know, it's got some value online. Like if you look it up on PopPsych or Discogs, up in the $30 range, maybe a little bit higher for a sealed copy, I don't know. So I'll probably try to stick this up on eBay or Discogs and see if I can sell it for something. Sell this and then buy some other stuff I'm more interested in. So yeah, that's it. Good thoughts from Wes there. Good idea. I kind of think of it, but I need to get more serious about just kind of picking up some things to resell, because all this stuff could be not just $1 but totally free, like he said in his video. You pick up a few things and everything else that day is free, if you can go ahead and sell it. So good idea. I'm definitely going to try to keep on top of that and get a little more aggressive about selling things. So that's it for now. That's the weekly update. I'll see you all next time. Good luck out there digging and spending.